Thanks for watching. This week my focus is on the movie industry and how we move forward from here. The split in the film industry has gone beyond a francophone and an anglophone problem. Amongst the very small group of anglophone film industry pioneers, there are major disputes, and such disputes can cause a hindrance to the growth that we need in this industry. Though the Crown Festival has been existed in Cameroon already for a few years, it's mostly recognized and attended by the francophones. CAMIFF took place this April. It's another great initiative, but the execution, however, was not so great. Compared to other film festivals across Africa, it fell short because it's not always about the sponsors and the grandeur, but rather it should be about the activities, workshops, and the level of participation involved. Many stakeholders from the industry were absent, and those present were more interested in the parties and the pictures as compared to the added value of the workshops and the networks that should have been present. We caught up with producer and founder of CAMIFF, Agbor Gilbert, to tell us more about his vision, shed some light as to the rift in the industry, and most especially his fight on social media with Elena Megan, which really blew out.
My name is Agbor Gilbert. I'm a film producer. I got into filmmaking out of frustration because I actually went to a technical school and I studied electrical electronics. I wanted to be an electrical engineer. So I went to Polytech Calabar, and while schooling in Calabar, I could not afford my textbook and my tools. So each time they would send me out of class. So one day I met Fred Amata and Jetta Amata, Rita Dominic, Olu Jacobs. They were filming in Calabar. Then I started going on set. Rather than go to school, I know they would send me out of class. I go to the location where I was welcome. And that's how I abandoned school in Calabar and I traveled to Lagos, where I served under Fred Amata for a period of 4 years as his personal assistant. At the same time, I was going to a film school in Oshodi in Lagos. Came to Cameroon 2005, where I did my first film, Before the Sunrise. And the movie gave me a lot of opportunity, helped me to travel, helped me to meet other filmmakers and learn from their own experiences, and gave me the will to work further. So I now produce films in Cameroon as a Cameroonian filmmaker, and I now want to collaborate more with Cameroonians. I now want to see how the Cameroon film industry can be well structured and we can create careers for ourselves as filmmakers. We should not just be looked upon as people who come around to beg and borrow. As artists, we can live off our arts. I now want to see how the younger generation can follow our footsteps and do better than what we're doing today. If I were to compare Cameroon and other film industries, I will say first thing first. There's no distribution network in Cameroon. All our cinemas are all shut down. Formerly, people used to use the same network like Campos to distribute music and distribute films. Oh, that also is destroyed. The worst handicap the Cameroon film industry has today is the Ministry of Communication, because unfortunately our Minister of Communication gives license to some individuals, some Cameroonians, to run illegal businesses. What I mean is the whole idea of pirating African Magic and pirating Multi-Choice and DSTV is wrong, because these platforms are the biggest platform that buy content. And so these guys will buy one decoder and then they connect cables from one person's house to another person's house to another person's house, and then they collect monies at the month end. At the same time, they say they are running an illegal business which they have license from the Ministry of Communication. So our biggest handicap comes from the Ministry of Communication. So, and if the government wants the Cameroon film industry to be like Nollywood, to be like Hollywood, to be like Bollywood, then the government itself needs to understand the importance of creating employment or the reasons why we want to do this as Cameroonians, because we want to create employment for ourselves and we love what we do as filmmakers. I think there is nothing like Anglophone entertainer or an Anglophone actor or an Anglophone actress from a Francophone actress or artist. We are Cameroonians. I'm a Cameroonian until proven the contrary. Then I will know. I speak a little bit of French. I'm not of French origin, but I speak a little bit of French. And I produce my films, and in my films, I feature Francophone actors and actresses in my film. And in my films, I allow them to speak French and English. Is what makes me unique. So I don't think there's a problem. I think those people who are spearheading the gossip about there's a difference between the Francophones and the Anglophone entertainers or actors or actresses are just a group of lazy, confused people. But we don't differentiate who's a Francophone or who's an Anglophone actor in Cameroon. CAMIFF, Cameroon International Film Festival. I don't think there's any better time than now. The whole idea of the Cameroon International Film Festival is because we've been having a lot of difficulties getting our films on African Magic, on Iroko TV, on Netflix, on all those English platforms. So I've come to realize that there's this mutual understanding between Canal and DSTV. Canal take charge of all the French countries in Africa, while DSTV take charge of the English countries in Africa. Unfortunately, DSTV consider Cameroon as a French country. So I have been having meetings from the days of Biola Alabi to Juniper Musa, today is Wangimba, trying to say, I'm not a French Cameroonian, I'm an English Cameroonian. I produce my films in English. I'm entitled to sell my content to English channels or English content buyers. So after all of these negotiations, front and back talking, we were thinking of doing a workshop. But a workshop will not give the kind of visibility we are looking for the Cameroon film industry. So CAMIFF is that place where all Cameroonian filmmakers, being Francophone or Anglophone, they can come, sit, discuss, I disagree to agree, but at the same time, still celebrate what they do best as filmmakers. It's public opinion that I and Elena Megan have a problem. There's no problem. I don't have a problem with Elena Megan. I think people are misjudging my comments at some point when I was writing about ASCAM and the death of ASCAM and the late ASCAM. ASCAM is an association that was created and headed by Elena Megan. He called it an association of Cameroonian professional filmmakers. I disagreed with Elena at that point because Elena has always wanted to lead, to like create its own Cameroon film industry. So I disagree with him. It's normal that I should disagree with him because there is a Cameroon film industry. So you cannot come and create a new Cameroon film industry because you just think you can do it. Also, the public thing, I have a problem with him. I don't. Elena is an actor. I'm a producer. Elena works for me. If I call Elena to come and do a movie, Elena will come and work for me anytime, any day. If he chooses not to come, maybe the script is not good, but Elena is an actor and I'm a producer. So I, Agbor Gilbert, do not have a problem with Elena Megan. It will be very, very shameful to think I have worked so hard to really build an image for the Cameroon film industry and try to assemble people, try to talk to people to come together, both Francophones, Anglophones from north to south, then to end up having a problem with an individual. So that is not an issue. Elena will still be my actor anytime, any day. He will come, he will work for me. Just wait and see.
Like I said, quite a great initiative CAMIFF is, and we're looking forward to an improved second edition. It's very normal to have misunderstandings amongst co-workers, and what is important is finding a silver lining and moving forward in order to build. If you enjoyed that, like, love, share, comment below. Bye.